Welcome everyone to the Pineapple News channel update for April 2019, where I'll go over what I did during the month of March and what my plans are for the month of April. We'll begin with what I did in March. In the Lord of the Rings Online, my burglar headed into Rohan, where I managed to earn my war steed, and even Bingo Boffin managed to find a mount that he liked. In addition to that, I headed on in the epic storyline where I completed the portion of it that's in the east wall and in the wold, and I headed out into the Norcross. In the complete Pine Leaf series, I headed into the Misty Mountains and I finished the parts of the epic storyline that was there, and I also started the epic storyline that's in Angmar. And that's because there's a great deal of epic story that's in Angmar. I, of course, will be returning to the Misty Mountains because Bingo Boffin, that storyline is still there, and I still have a few side quests that I want to complete there. In Dungeons & Dragons Online, I finished up my time in Barovia, and that means that I am now done with the Dragonborn for a little while, but there may be more of that in the future. Now let's head into Minecraft. In the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, I ran the Miner 49er series, and I managed to gather 2.5 stacks of gold, which I think is a pretty decent effort overall. On top of that, I managed to survive despite the fact that my claim was the home of a cave spider nest. In the Mage Rage, I ran all 4 of the Mage Rages for this month and completed them, while one of them was in a reasonable amount of time. The others took a while, including the last one, which took 5 episodes. Now, this one did have a more difficult item to find, since it was the last one in the month, and Ed noticed that we had a few extra days, since he does 4 Mage Rages per month, regardless of the length of the month. As for the Railroad Challenge, I have decided that I will discontinue that series due to a lack of interest. Therefore, let's head into what I plan to do for the month of April. We'll begin with the Lord of the Rings Online, where, in my complete Pine Leaf series, I wish to finish up Eriador as much as possible. At least the parts that I'll be doing on camera. Now, I'm not counting Dunland or anything like that, of course, because that will be much later. But I am talking about the parts that are in Eregion and north and west of that. Since I need to complete as much as possible on there, I will be running 6 episodes a week, Monday through Saturday. On Thursday, as usual, I'll have my Bingo Boffin episodes, and then during the rest of the time, I'll be seeing how much of the epic storyline I could complete on camera. That'll be quite a challenge. Then, on Sundays, I plan to have a new DDO series where I will be testing out a tiefling, because they are now approaching the time for Sharn, and I want to see how the tiefling works and the inquisitive works. Now, this won't be with Sharn, since Sharn won't be released until the end of April, but some of the early work is going to be in there. Now that we have what we're doing in Lotron Dungeons & Dragons Online, let's see what my plans are for Minecraft. For the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, I will be protecting a village, and most likely will die quickly, because that's what happens when I attempt to protect villages. So don't expect a long series on that this month. I may decide to add some alternate content, which I normally do when I die early, and that will be, for example, trying it again in snapshots and seeing how quickly I die in that case, because now I not only have to worry about the zombies, but also pillagers. Yay! Hopefully I can get through. Maybe I can scrounge up 9 episodes between the two of them, but I'm not highly confident on the matter because village episodes have me going around looking carefully, being as careful as possible, and then missing the creeper that's behind me. As for the Mage Rage, I plan to run all 4 of them this month, but I will be swapping out at least one of my spells because I do not like the pain spell. I tried to stick to the pain spell all the way through March, and in the end I was just convinced it is not worth the pain. As therefore, I will have on Monday and Friday the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, and if the schedule for Mage Rage goes the way I think it does, then I'll have Mage Rage on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If I need more than 3 episodes, which has been the rule rather than the exception, then perhaps I'll need extra episodes there on the weekend. If I have extra time on the weekend, I'll decide whether I wish to have anything in there or whether I'll take those days of the weekend off. But that is my schedule for this coming month on Lotro. We have the complete Pine Leaf Monday through Saturday. We will have DDO on Sunday, the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge Mondays and Fridays, Mage Rage on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, assuming the schedule goes the way I'm expecting, meaning the Mage Rages for this month will be released on Monday. In other words, the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. This is the first month where the first and subsequent weeks that were not on Fridays, so I don't know if it's going to go with Fridays or with based on where the first of the month goes. Now, some of you may be wondering, what about the Burglar series? I suspect that will be returning in May after the rush to finish up Eriador is done. We'll find that out when we return for next month's channel update here at the Piney Needles channel. But until then, this is Piney Needles reminding you to skirmish responsibly.